Saturday morning. It's Saturday, August 5th. There's a terrace on Homecam Lake. The outside of the restaurant we're just in. It's right on the lake, about a block from the hotel. On weekends they close the street so you can just walk without worrying about getting run over by a motorcycle. That's the main square nearby. We were up there last night on the coffee shop. So to go into some of these stores, you need to leave your slippers outside. Just like on the bus yesterday, we had to leave our slippers off to move to across the driver's mat. There's a little shrine at the entrance to this store. Anyway, so it's still August 5th, and it's getting pretty humid. It must be about 11 o'clock or so. And shopping for pocketbooks. The workers laying around on the floor. So Anne got her new leather pocketbook for $1.5 million dong, which equals about $66. Anyway, so all around the big market that we were in the other day, there's a lot of these little stores. Oops. That was the Europe. So if you look beyond the motorcycles, there's some very nice French colonial architecture. I think it's from that period. So we're driving up to West Lake, where there's a pagoda. Can't film it through that. So we took a short ride, maybe 15-20 minutes up from the downtown where we were, the old quarter, and now we're up by West Lake to see the Phu Thai Ho Pagoda complex. Here's some markets next to it. Still at the Phu Thai Ho Pagoda complex. I think this dates to, I don't know, around 1100 or so. Alright, we got caught in the rain. Still at Phu Thai Ho Pagoda. An ancient Vietnamese pagoda. This is in the West Lake district of Hanoi. It's I think, I don't know if it's Confucius Buddhism. Unfortunately, I don't have a guidebook. Okay, so here's the golden shrine of Phu Thai Ho, a Buddhist temple. Actually, it might not be Buddhist because I don't see a Buddha. So does that mean it's Confucianist? I'm confused. and Confucian is. Okay, in front of the food temple monument, shrine. There's a giant bell here. I'd say it's about 10 feet high. All right, the giant bell at Fu Tai Ho.
Should I go give it a ring?
If you want to rattle some nerves. This is below the bell. So this is West Lake. It's a lot bigger than the Hon Kiem Lake, and it's in the more northern part of the city. I believe it's about 20 miles around. We've had some rain on every single day of this trip since the very beginning in Philippines. If you want something to go away, just take out your video camera. Alright, now we're going to another site, a cultural center. It's a World Heritage site. View around the West Lake. Okay, so we were in the taxi leaving Fu Tai Ho, and we were going to go to another site, but past this neighborhood on the way, which looks interesting. And we found this cafe. Okay, so here near West Lake, we found this French cafe. All right. So this is called, the district is called Tai Ho, and it's a residential district, high end. A lot of expatriates settle around here. There's a Sheraton. So it's still Saturday, and now we came to this World Heritage Site, Wang Thang Long. It's a site of some ancient citadels. Okay, from here that looks like the ancient citadel. That's the North Vietnamese flag. Anyway, there's been a citadel here for more than 1,300 years. I'm not sure when this particular one was built, maybe in the 18th century. So this gate dates to 1428 to 1527. During the Lê Sô dynasty. And then there was some restoration done in the 19th and 20th century. It's one of the most important buildings remaining on the site. It looks like Japanese students. We're walking into the citadel. So under the glass there is an archaeological site of the earlier citadels that were here before this one. So behind the citadel gate is looks like a palace, possibly. This area is called Than Long. I think it was once the capital of Vietnam before it was called Vietnam. So it says here there's 4 holy beasts of Vietnamese culture, and the turtle is one of them, and it symbolizes strength, sustainability, peace, and prosperity. Legend has it that the turtle god helped the king finish the construction of the ancient citadel. Okay, we have some nice bonsai. So this building on the grounds of the Citadel is actually built in 1967, and it will contain the offices of the People's Republic Army, the People's Army of North Vietnam. And they say that the walls are 60 centimeters thick, and you know, this is designed to withstand bombs. And there's a bunker down below, which we're gonna go see. The doors are made of steel. So the building was built very strong to withstand bombing attacks, with steel walls and 60 centimeter thick walls, concrete. This is a stairway down to the bunker where the officers of the North Vietnamese Army could hang out. I mean, when there's a bombing attack. Okay, so the steel doors of the bunker for the North Vietnamese officers. Down in the bunker. Serving the Politburo, the Central Military Commission, used at the D-67 bunker, 1967 to 75.
This is where the fucking American gold.
Yeah, this is like a war room. The war room of the North Vietnamese. They called it the American War, we call it the Vietnam War. So that looks like an authentic map from the war. There's a picture of Ho Chi Minh, the leader of the North Vietnamese. More maps on the wall. Yeah. Okay, this is the war room on the main level. A picture of the President of the Republic of Vietnam being escorted to surrender. In 1975. Okay, more artifacts from the war. So the room I was just in is was the office of General Van Thien Dong of the People's Army of North Vietnam. Okay, and we were in the meeting room of the Politburo and Central Army Committee. That's this. There's a U.S. Army Jeep out in front. Used by the Central Army Party Committee before and after the Resistance War against the American Empire. That's what it says there. Okay, so the grounds of the heritage site are also a nice garden. So we left the Thian site and Imperial Citadel. Now we're just walking around, and you can see that, you know, some time ago this was probably very nice with tree-lined streets and colonial era architecture. Now it's a little hard to appreciate with all of the motorcycles. I'm not sure if that's the presidential palace. Damn it. In the New York Times article, 36 Hours in Hanoi, they talk about tree-lined streets and grand architecture. So this is what they're talking about, this area here around. Looks like a government building. Okay, that's probably the presidential palace. I don't know what the other building was. A view of the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Okay, so this is the palace of the president of North Vietnam, I guess. It's some big government building. I don't know what it is, parliament maybe? The presidential palace. Close-up view of the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. So, looks like there's a park around the mausoleum. So this pagoda is behind the mausoleum, on the grounds of the mausoleum. Okay, I think this is part of the mausoleum complex. This is a hammer and sickle. Okay. Bird cages on the motorcycle. This is the restaurant where President Obama had a meal, and he ate with Anthony Bourdain. Boncha. Okay, so this is the restaurant made famous by Obama. The Obama interview by Anthony Bourdain. And this is what he ate, boncha, a famous dish here in Vietnam. So ever since Obama ate here, this place is bustling with business. But the boncha was good. So this is why it's hard to walk in Hanoi. All the motorcycles are parked on the sidewalk. So coffee here is pretty popular. So we're getting filtered coffee. Still filtering. So this looks like Lottery Street. All the lottery sellers are here. An old gate. I don't know what it's from. Okay. Just to get some idea of what the streets are like. Oceans of motorcycles. Okay. So this is a shopping mall in Hanoi. It has a doorman. So I just bought a backpack in that mall, and we came outside. We're at the other end of Hon Cam Lake, and the street is closed off, and my battery's about to die. So it's Monday, August 7th, and I didn't video yesterday because my battery wasn't charged up. But we're at the airport now at 6:46 in the morning, and we're having our final bowl of pho in Vietnam. Chicken and vegetarian. And then from here we're going to Bangkok. On to Bangkok.